Okay, so today we're going to be practicing word problems. We have one-step word problems and two-step word problems that we're going to be looking at. So here is some keywords for you to recognize. Add would be some, plus, and more than, increase by. Some keywords for subtract would be difference, comparing minus, less than, or decrease by. Multiplies keywords would be product, times, of, twice. And divides keywords would be quotient or split evenly, or half. Okay, so those are just some words that when you're reading one of the stories that you can look for and see what words match and then maybe what operation you need to do. So here are some hints. What is the problem asking for? You want to make that your variable. So like, what are you trying to get? What information is given and what does it mean? Sometimes you can create an equation. I feel like sometimes it's easier than other times and it can be more helpful. Then you need to make sure that you're labeling your answer. If your problem is asking for money, then please make sure your answer is in money. And also, does it make sense in the context of the problem? And context is just in like the story of the problem or in the problem's, just in what it's trying to say. Okay, so example 1. A discounted concert ticket is $14.50 less than the original price. You pay $53 for a discounted ticket. What is the original price? Okay, so for this one, we can start by setting up an equation. So there is an original concert ticket, and our discounted ticket is going to be 14 less than the original. So from our original, which we're not quite sure what it is, we're going to take away $14.50. And then we get our $53. That is our discounted ticket. So there's an equation that you could set up to represent this. If you were thinking about a different way and you just wanted to, like oh, well, 53 is your discounted ticket and you have to add $14.50 to it to get the original, then that's fine as well. But please just make sure that you're showing work as to how you get the answer here. So we can add these two prices together and get our final result. So 0, 5, 7, 6. So our original concert ticket was $67.50. So this is an example of a one-step story problem. For an example of a two-step story problem, here we go. The cooking club made some pies to sell a basketball game to raise some money for new math books. The cafeteria contributed 4 pies to the sale. Each pie was then cut into 5 pieces and sold. There were a total of 60 pieces to sell. How many pies did the club make? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out how many pies the math club made. So we're not quite sure how many pies they made, but we know that the cafeteria contributed 4 pies to the sale. So whatever they made and the cute little cafeteria made 4 more. Each pie was then cut into 5 pieces and sold. Okay, so we're all of these pies added together, however many they're going to be, we split all of these guys into 5 pieces. So we're going to be increasing the number of pieces that we're going to be selling. So for example, if we're just selling 1 pie, then that's just 1 whole. But we're going to cut it up into more slices and then sell it. So we're going to multiply how many people can buy a piece of the pie. Again, if you want to think about it differently, totally fine. Okay, and then we get a total of 60 pieces to sell. Okay, so this is how you could set up an equation for it. Again, if you wanted to do it differently and you saw that there are 60 pieces and each pie has 5 pieces, we could divide by 5. And then if we divide our 60 pieces into our 60 pieces, 5 go in each pie, and we get 12 pies. So we had 12 pies to sell. We also know that the cafeteria contributed 4 of those pies. So we're going to take off 4 of those pies because that's not what the math club made. And then we get 8 left over, and that's how many pies the club actually made. Either way, we'll get your answer. This way is a little bit more fluid. And again, I'm showing all my work and all my steps so you can see exactly how I got to my answer. And then this way is setting up an equation, but either way is great. Notice I did label.